happy day. So, did you have an idea for inside castle walls, or?
So it doesn't matter, right? Because it's a crazy necromancer dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you have like a percentile dice like right next to you?
I have some kind of dice right next to me. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I do not.
Magic trick.
Put my dice away. But I do have. I have a fudge dice. I have 2 fudge dice. That's
Roll them.
okay. Blank minus.
So not as minus as it could be, but kind of minus.
Yeah, kind of minus.
Kind of minus. All right. So
Oh, we gotta hit
you're
this.
supposed to not have gotten through the castle walls, so I'm not going to put another guard thing. That seems kind of silly. What's your favorite room in Castlevania?
My favorite room in
Kind of room.
favorite kind of room. Okay, my favorite room area in Castlevania is the fucking library from Symphony of the
I
Night.
knew you were going to say a library.
It's so good. The music is great. The fucking dudes are
So-
boss, and it drops the Chrysogrim, which hits 3 times. It's so good. Sorry. Did I mention the Chrysogrim?
Okay. So literally, since we talked about this last, I was trying to figure out what room to do first. The only thing I could think was library.
Oh, good. Synergy.
So the library, of course, since this is a weekend dungeon thing, there should be a dungeon-sized library.
Sounds great.
And I was trying to think of how to make it, and like, oh, it'd be like one big room with 2 little rooms, and like, oh, wait, no. There should be rows and then stacks.
Okay. Yeah.
So
How?
we'll make a big main hall right inside the front door. Let's say you got in there, right? And there's stairs up, and there's doors to any side. There's doors on all sides, and there's just lots of doors because you can go anywhere.
Yep. Little like tiny reading rooms and shit, maybe.
Well, I was gonna say, once you get into the castle, you can choose a bunch of different rooms, and we'll have those rooms locked. We'll do it like Resident Evil style, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna.
The ones you can get into, you can get into the library. This is the library. Maybe there's like a little kitchenette.
What level?
So they were level 3 coming in, right?
Yes.
There's a guard ogre, right? CR3.
So
Those. Okay, you know what I should do on the internet is get that list of monsters. So they should level after the guard ogre.
okay, so they get to level 4.
Yeah. So in 5 rooms, I don't know. Well, those rooms are 300 feet long, right? So I guess you could count the portcullis, and then an encounter just after the portcullis, and then an encounter just before the next portcullis, and then the portcullis itself, right? So like 1, 2, 3, and then there's 5 rooms. So you could count that as like 15 total encounters, even if it's just a crowd of skeletons, and a couple puzzles, right?
Yeah.
So we'll fudge it to say that's a level.
Yeah. You can be a little generous with levels at the beginning, anyway.
Right. Maybe in deeper dungeons, as it leaves a castle proper and becomes the dark hellscape that you know it to be, you can make more traditional shaped dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can be shorter, and you just place more importance on the encounter. Anyway, so you counterclockwise, directly to the right of the door, there's the library. It's a great place to bring people. It's a great place to like show your guests. This guy's a crazy necromancer, so who the hell knows what's in here? Big double doors. Open the double doors. You have the rows and then the stacks.
Yep.
So literally, you draw a big damn rectangular room, few hundred feet long, like one of the sections in the guard wall guard wall dungeon, but not curved.
Okay.
And much wider, because that's like 300 feet by 30 feet, so this is like 300 feet by 100 feet. Giant damn room.
Yeah.
The front half of this room, you draw narrow rectangles for those nice library shelves looks. And if you want to describe things you can't quite make out as at a distance, you can put it lengthwise. If you want to block off the player's view, you put them horizontally.
Okay.
Yeah. The horizontal one's nice. You can stick those against the walls. Oh yeah, actually, let's do it that way. You can make one giant center column with a big fancy desk in the middle with a big old lamp over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on the side, you can put the the library shelves. Down one of each of these little corridors, you can put encounters or puzzles.
Okay.
Or important books that we need. In the back of that, there's another door to the second half of this big rectangle that you've drawn, and those are the stacks. Now, the good thing about the stacks is that you don't have to draw them in.
Nice. Why don't you?
The stacks. What?
Why don't you have to drop it?
Yeah, because the stacks of books are just randomly placed.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Sometimes you can. What you do, you just bust out your dry erase board, right? Or just giant sheet of paper and just draw it, whatever. You can just put, if you want to imply that you're against a wall, you can just draw a line of books along that side of the dry erase board. And you're like, oh, there's a lot of books. And then you just draw lots of circles and say every circle is a stack of books.
Cool.
Draw some of them big, draw some of them together, but every time your players say, okay, we go this way, you erase them up and you just draw a new one.
Sure.
Once they find what they're looking for in here, or if they're looking for anything, or if they go, well, we just try to leave, have them make survival checks or urban tracking checks, and then get out of the stacks. Oh, you found the door.
Nice.
And you get out of the door.
And every time they fail, they get what, like a small encounter or a small trap, or just roll a save because some of the books cave in or something.
Oh yeah. And you can even do that. You can just say, hey, don't charge because you tackle this guy into this stack of books.
Cause a cave in.
Yep. Just
saying.
Alternatively, you could have some of the stacks of books be too hard to do that to, like you actually bounce off. You put a force field around that one. That's an important stack.
That's an important book.
Yeah, so just in your head, you kind of go, okay, there are 6 areas that way, like that back here. And in each one, you put some of that. You have, so in one area, you have a collapsing tower of books. In one area, you have a force field protected stack of books. In all of them, you could just put the rows of books against the wall. See, because if it's 6, it's like 3 by 6 tiles. It's like 3 by 2, and then your players don't feel lost. If you want it to be bigger than that, you'd have to make it like 16 tiles. Yeah, that's actually a lot of tiles.
Ooh! I've got it for the stacks. Deep in the stacks, right?
Yeah.
The librarian is lost, and he's a skeletal mage. He's just wandering around the stacks, not able to get back. So it's just a random lost librarian that's like a CR5 that can grease you if he goes, hey, wait a second, what are you doing here? Don't disturb the stacks too much, you'll draw the librarian.
Ooh. How do you tell them that? Okay, so in the library shelves parts. Okay, so yeah, you can put, I should sort this by CR challenge rating. You can put an encounter down there and they can be asked, are you the librarian?
Like ghosts who died waiting for the librarian or something.
Anything, any evil thing, right?
Yeah. Are you the librarian?
Are you the librarian? And then back there, Let's see. What attacks you in the stack? Like flying books.
Yeah, well, yeah, flying animated books, that's easy. Shades. Shades go good in the stacks, right? I mean, they're only CR half or something like that, but they're good for adding to other combats too. So you can like tuck in some shades and maybe we already did skeletons, right?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, you said there's like a skeleton mage. I want to make a difference between the front half and the back half. Everyone asks them, "Are you the librarian?" And if they say no, they attack. Right? If they say yes, they go, "Give me this book."
I need this book from the back.
Oh, okay. So every encounter says no. All right, and then if they say yes, give me this book. I don't have it. Then they get attacked. Right?
Yeah.
Every book they ask for is in the stacks. So, yeah, make it like 6 encounters up there and 6 encounters back there. Every time you fight an encounter back there, you find one of the books. When you find the librarian, he's the only thing that looks like you can talk. So hopefully they go, "Are you the librarian?" So you're not going to ask flying books if they're the librarian. What else are you not going to ask things because it doesn't look like?
Yeah.
Little Medusa heads, like if we're going to steal.
Yeah, the belching Medusa head, the CR4. That one's pretty cool.
I want to do more than one, so it can't be a Vargoyles, something like that.
Yeah, Vargoyles.
Vargiles.
Argyle.
Yeah,
Wait.
Varguile, Vargouille. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's a CR2, so you can throw 3 of them in there, and they're just flying around like bats. Right. So you have a bunch of Varguile, Gila?
Vargwa. Let's just go with Vargwa.
Vargwa. They're all okay. Alignment, always neutral evil. Perfect. There's no treasure. But the treasure is that book.
Yeah.
And make up some particularly necromantic book titles.
Yeah, that's a great place for a list.
Yeah.
Come up with 100 books, use 90 of them later.
Yeah. Not get to your whole list. So let's see. That'll do for the stacks. Actually, yeah, just do that.
So
Vargul encounters. Find the book. Vargul encounters. Find the book. Each one has a what do you call it? Environmental thing. Like the falling over stack of books, the force field protected stack of books. Hole in the floor? No.
One of the books is a hot potato. Like
hot potato book?
Yeah, hot potato book. It deals damage when you're touching it.
Thief trap.
Yeah.
Ooh, thief trap.
The person that asked for that book doesn't open it.
Right, yeah. Oh. No. He's a thief.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the guy you beat in the Rose is a thief. He asks for a particular book.
And it's gotta sound like a big Thumi kind of book.
Yeah, a great book. And maybe there's a bard and he asks what the title is, you changed the definite article in the title. You thought it was
like Bigby's treatise on transformation or whatever. No.
Yeah.
Bigby doesn't do transformation, that's tensor, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's exactly what you tell the bard. Wait, then what's tensor?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Tensor's treatise on transformation sounds like a book the Tensor would write.
Right. It's got that alliteration going. All right, so that's one of the books. Tensor's treatise on... I'm going to write that down. How do you spell treatises?
You're asking?
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, one of the books is Tensor's treatise on transformation.
Ah, there we go. Treatise.
Treatise. E. So if I was going to pluralize it, it's IES. Treatises?
IES apostrophe? No, not apostrophe.
Whatever. So anyway, Bigby's Treatises on Transformation. The real copy is called Tensor's Treatise on Transformation. This one is a thief trap. Okay. That's one of the books. Locked in. All right, good. That's one of the books in the stack. So they asked for 6 books. You can go get those 6 books. There's a lot of opportunity here for some fantastic loot. One of them, if you want to give it to a 4th level dude, like let's say you have a player complaining about their stats.
Yeah.
Give that whiny crybaby his banky. It's a manual. It's a manual of bodily health +1.
Oh yeah, I love those.
Yeah. I think I called it wrong, but everyone knows I'm talking about those books that let you up your stats.
You gotta like read it and work out for a month, and then you get whatever.
Yeah. And they're 4th level, so that's a huge thing. But you only get one. You only get one. Here's 1 stat point, dude. And it's not the strength you were looking for. It's wisdom. So fuck off.
It's Constitution. You're gonna complain about it, but you're gonna thank me in 5 levels when you have 5 more hit points.
Yep.
I like the thought that the Vargoyles are just like hearing the requests for the books and finding them, and then just don't know where to go until you show up. But they're evil, and they realize, fuck you! So they don't want to give you the books. Like, they're floating around the stacks.
Wait, are the Vargoyles smart enough to do that?
They...
Intelligence 5, Wisdom 12.
So, if there was like an enchantment guiding them, like if the thing that let them hear the voice of a book request.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oberon, I know exactly how to do what you're talking about.
Yep.
All you gotta do is show one of them land on the skeleton mage's shoulder.
Oh yeah, they're his familiars.
There you go. Done. So yeah, they do grab the books, and sometimes they're holding the books. Sometimes it's in the pile of books next to them. Sometimes it's the one you knocked over.
They're looking for them, at least. They're actively engaged in whatever book finding that you are doing.
Yep. It's that scene in Sierra Quest.
That makes the mage way more irritated when you find him. Like, you just killed a bunch of his, familiars, and now he's like, what?
Yeah, I killed all his bats, and he's pissed.
Now he actually has to go out front and deal with people.
I was back here, so I didn't have to be at the desk.
He's not even lost anymore. He's just... Well, he's kind of lost, but he's more safe. Does that mean there's something that keeps people from going back into the stacks themselves?
The Vargoyles, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're only level 4s, and presumably this Necromancer's Keep has things that are bigger than you.
It's locked. None of them thought to ransack the desk.
Okay, yeah. Just put a regular, like, lock, so if you've got a rogue, you can pick it. If you've got a person that goes behind the desk, despite there being signs saying you shouldn't be back here, they can just take the
rogue,
key.
Of course. The rogue goes, wait, is there a key in the desk?
I don't know. It's taped underneath it. However, there is a computer password underneath the monitor.
Necromancy with a 0 in it. Okay.
Oh, I love this. So you roll in, you get a bunch of requests from people who think you're the new librarian.
Yep. Are you the librarian? I've been waiting here forever.
Now, those are actual ghosts, right? Or are they like a blend of ghosts and shades?
You can find any variety of undead, really.
Yeah. With like one level template.
I just saw a demon in this list somewhere. All right, lesser ooze demon.
Ooh, well, I'm not gonna let that borrow any books. It sounds like they'll be getting them back.
This creature appears as a humanoid-shaped swirling form of blackish ooze. Its head is crocodilian and his mouth is lined with sharpened teeth.
Yeah, I need a book on cooking.
CR3, it sounds great. So there's a devil called a Zebub, Z-E-B-U-B.
Zebub.
and it's called an accuser devil. This childlike blasphemy conjoins the features of a plump human infant and a gigantic gore-fattened fly.
Oh.
It's an evil cherub.
So if it's a Zebub, then Beelzebub is its master. Yep. Got it.
Yep.
I see what you did there, game. I approve.
That's awesome. So yeah, put one of them in there, and then there's an ooze demon. They have to be on opposite sides of the room. Mm-hmm. Very important.
Like strewn throughout the library.
Yeah. And yeah, you just got to pick 6 of these.
Yeah.
Let me see. Do you think a Spriggan can read? Oh, of course they can read.
The Spriggan wants a book on how to read. A what? Yeah, I want a book that'll teach me to read. What?
Okay, so here's one. We can take this Formian warrior.
Oh.
The Formian resembles a cross between an ant and a centaur.
Yep.
You know what this easily reskins as?
Armor?
Like a giant grub. He's a big bookworm.
Oh, he's a bookworm! Yeah!
He's a bookworm. You can describe the shelves around him as being bare. He's here for a rare delicacy.
And that one's got to be like a book that weighs 50 pounds. It's like a massive tome.
Or it's made out of like forbidden leather.
Ooh, forbidden leather.
It's elf skin. He wants to eat the elf skin necromancy book because they're muy caliente.
It's got like a thing of hot sauce with it.
Yeah.
Why do I need a book? No reason. Just interested.
Let me see. Let me go down to CR2 so I can get like a pair of things. So, Clockwork Servant. This 4-armed, human-sized clockwork construct balances on 3 legs that rise into a central body.
Oh. That sounds stable.
Yep, and it says it's a CR2. It says 31 hit points, AC 16, so I can imagine 4 level 4 guys rolling into these things and breaking the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But that's perfect because they're servants. And they're obviously sent by some other evil wizard.
Oh, yeah, he's like trying to snag something from the library. But there's nothing like worth them taking here.
Yeah, and he's like, I really want to borrow that book. I sent the librarian for it ages ago. Good thing they work for a lich.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5. Big BC's Treatises, +1 manual, book with... a straight-up book on magic, that's the one for these guys. Evil book with humanoid leather, that's 4, right?
Yeah.
5 is a book with spells.
Okay.
This can be for your spellcaster in the party.
There you go.
There you go. Just a spell book. Straight up spell book. That's a great prize to give. It's worth more than they really think it is.
Yeah, and I mean, if you really like, this gives you access to a bunch of new necromancy spells if you want to learn them.
And it's a great thing to put late, and then we'll put some spells in there later. You can put any you want, but I think later I'll go back and change it to put things that may be required later in the dungeon.
Oh, yeah, you can really tuck some keys in there.
Yeah, here's Passwall. Do you know Passwall?
Yeah, well, you could.
Passwall. You can probably just put one evil wizard in the front of the room.
Like,
he's actually here, but he's too low level to go. He's in the front. He's like a 2nd level wizard, but he tries to attack you guys anyway.
Ooh, and then put like a zombie with him that's really like someone he stitched together himself.
Oh yeah.
So
a wizard and his brute. There you go.
There you go. And the zombie can be like a... What? I mean, zombies themselves are only level 1, but...
Yeah, you can like make it a 2nd level wizard and a CR2 zombie, and there you go.
Yeah.
That's 5. And then 6 is...
Oh, I thought that was 6.
I wrote down 5 books. Did you think of 6 books?
No. Sorry, I was thinking of encounters because we got the.
Oh, there are 6 encounters. Yeah, but we need another book.
We need another.
Yeah,
book.
because so it's the lesser ooze demon, the evil cherub, the spriggan, the formian, which is a bookworm.
Yep.
Clockwork servants, evil wizard. Those are 6 encounters.
Yep.
Vargul is in the back. Sorcerer, skeleton as librarian.
So what does the? So we're looking for a book for the evil wizard.
Nah, he gets a book on just like magic. Like you just
Okay.
you just make it a big fancy title. It's an advanced magical topic.
Okay. The spell
It's
book
worth
is
money.
for the servants. The
Yeah.
the Fomorian is just a big ass elfskin book.
Yep.
What was
The devil can be looking for the +1 stat book.
Okay.
The thief. The spriggan is the thief, right? Who's the thief?
Yeah, make the Spriggan the thief.
Spriggan's the thief?
He's kind of out of context anyway. So
Yeah.
then we need a book for the crocodile-headed dude. That is.
Oh, the crocodile. Yeah, crocodile-headed ooze demon.
What does he want a book on? Because while I did suggest a manual on making stew, I don't think that's really a good reward.
How about a book of demon names?
Oh, even better.
It has 6.
It's the librarian's ledger of all the demons he's made pacts with.
Everyone who's he's there to get the book of everyone who's taken a book out.
Yeah.
And that's the 6th encounter. That's the treasure that the librarian himself drops.
Yeah, because that's the book he's referencing as all these other books are going flying out. Like, alright, that book went to that person, that book went to that person. Does he do the usual library thing where you're gaced to have to bring the books back, or...
Oh, yeah, but since you're killing everyone and not stamping it, then you don't get that.
Good. Perfect. You hear what I hear?
The clicking on my keyboard?
Absolute silence, because this is a fucking library, son.
Oh. I'm sorry.
And also, next time, when over on an empty, beautiful planet, we beat up something else.
The wind howled at the washboard, sleeping underneath the moon. Our plan was hatched in a briar patch where lovers shook and swooned. Their lips stained with violet, their tongues tied into knots. To the loamy beds, their secrets, baby, we